Alright, so we're going to change our clutch fluid, and it is very easy on a Honda VFR. So I'm just removing the Phillips screws that hold the clutch cover on. Maybe. And the clutch cover just comes right off. There is a little plastic, there's an old plastic plate in there. And we're going to try to protect it because it's going to have brake fluid on it. And attached to that is going to be the diaphragm. So if your diaphragm looks like this one does, it's sticking out a little bit, that just tells you that you're low on dot 4. And it's always a good idea to make sure that that diaphragm and this little plate are dry of any kind of brake fluid. Typically, it's not really brake fluid that's on here. It's more like moisture that gets sucked in. Dot 4 just loves moisture. So if your bike is sitting somewhere, moisture is being pulled into your clutch and your brake system. So you can see, I guess you can see, maybe you can see, that there's a lot of moisture in there. But for the most part, I'm going to say the fluid that's in my system right now isn't too bad. I mean, it's low. If you look at the sight glass, it's low, but it's pretty clean. So we'll go down here to the bleeder valve. So here's our bleeder valve. We're going to pull that cap off of there. Maybe. Take a screwdriver. Be gentle with this. You don't want to damage it. And if you don't have one of these caps, your mission is to get one. You should have a couple of these caps laying in your toolbox somewhere, just because this is one of the most important things that you can have on your clutch system and on your brakes, because you do not want dirt and debris getting into that little nipple. So with that off, I'm going to take a 10mm wrench and my Mighty Vac vacuum pump. You get this from Harbor Freight. Do not buy the Harbor Freight model though. You want to pay up. It's like $50, $47, something like that, for a Mighty Vac. You want to buy the Mighty Vac. Trust me. Yeah, I'm not getting a good suction with that end. Let me get a different end. Get a different end. I have purchased so many Mighty Vacs over the years. This is what my Mighty Vac toolkit looks like. So, yeah, I love Mighty Vac. So we're going to take just a smaller one, and it just slides on like so, and this should be pretty tight fit. Might be too tight. There we go. There we go. I got a good seal now. So you can see the vacuum pump. I'm about 15 psi right now. if it'll go any higher than that. But then we're just going to crack that open. And we're going to keep pumping until we hear it sucking out of the reservoir up top. So I'm sure you can hear that gurgling. So there's nothing in my system right now. There's nothing in the system except for air. My clutch will not work at this point. But you see how dirty that is, right? That's just nasty. So we're going to take apart my Mighty Vac, and I'm going to go dump this out. I'll be back in just 1 second. Alright, so that mess is gone. I'm going to put my Mighty Vac back together. I'm going to take dot 4. So we're going to use dot 4 from a new container. And I am going to top off the reservoir. I'm going to fill that reservoir up. So that reservoir is full to the top edge. And I'm going to put my Mighty Vac back onto the little connector there. And here we go. So I'm watching the reservoir. My reservoir is at the full level right now. There we go. Now we actually got stuff flowing. So I'm gonna I don't want the brake fluid getting up in my Mighty Vac, so be careful the way you do that. So I'm going to fill up my reservoir one more time. Who doesn't love a Honda clutch? Honda makes some of the smoothest motorcycle clutches. The pull is so easy. Alright, so what we're getting out is pretty clean. My clutch feels great. So we want to make sure we get all of that dot 4 off of everything. One little drop of dot 4 will destroy any paint that it gets on. And we put our little cover back on. Take you guys back upstairs. Wish there were an easy way to do this. So I'm going to take my fluid level and I want to get it almost to the high mark. Make sure if you get any .4 anywhere on your bike, make sure you clean it up. So if you guys can see this, so my fluid level's right there. Here's my lower line, and it's like right there to that line. So I'm good with that, because when I'm riding and I look down, if I can see that little bubble, it makes me happy. So you already saw me dry up my reservoir, my cover. So that goes back on, like so. Here is the cap. And then we have our two little screws. Somewhere I put a screwdriver. Alright, those are snug. You don't need to get them as tight as they'll possibly get, they just need to be snug. We're going to take our paper towel, and we're going to make sure that all that brake fluid's gone. If you want to go a step further with this project, take your WD-40. Take your WD-40. Can I get you in there? How we doing? How's that? That good? And we just want to give it a little squirt right up here. So when you're riding down the road, that is just taking all kinds of abuse. It's not a bad idea to take it apart, take your lever off, and this screw that goes down in there, pull that out, put a nice coat of marine grease on it, especially if you ride in the rain a little bit. I do not like getting wet. But yeah, my clutch feels good now. But that's it for clutch maintenance. I hope you liked the video. Hope it's easy enough. This is my 2000 Honda VFR, my Y2K yellow VFR. 57,000 miles. 377 miles is on it today. So I got new clutch fluid. I got an oil change. I'm going to clean the chain, adjust the chain if it needs it, and then I'll be back to riding again, and my next service will be 60,000. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up if you would.